It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Thursday, August 29th, 2019. It's
whoop, whoop.
7 a.m.
What a beautiful morning it is this morning.
Oh,
I mean, it's nice, a little cooler out, a little... This is what I'm waiting for. These are the temperatures. We could go camping and it'd be comfortable. You're not sweating. It's just a good... It's
I left the attic fan on till about 2:45. It was like 66, 65, 64 hours. Ooh, so nice. Good sleeping weather.
You bet. You bet. I can live with this.
Oh, beautiful day, beautiful morning. Drier temperature, drier air with lower temps.
The humidity's starting to drop down a little bit finally.
And that dew point, I think the dew point was in the 50s as compared to the high 70s. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis. It's brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Check out their 3 locations. Balmer Boulevard, which at 7:01, 7:02 in the morning is going to be busy. Wouldn't you like to be those kids were...
All them kids stopping through to get their cup of coffee to make it through the day.
The thing is, they recognize the car and they know what they're going to have, so they got it ready to go. So it's just
and here's the issue: all the teachers got to follow suit so they can keep up with the kids.
Kids get there first. That way, you're not late, and they are. Balmer Boulevard, 62 East Plaza, out by Anytime Fitness, and of course Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby. Brood Awakening Coffee. You can even get pumpkin spice in August.
They got great cinnamon rolls.
Yeah,
we showed one yesterday.
We had one yesterday, yeah. Check them out. Brood Awakening Coffee. You're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and staff do a great job. Brood Awakening Coffee. Appreciate them. Man, they've been with us for a long time, all the way back to radio days. Yeah, wow, been a while. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring you morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. 29 in the state of Arkansas to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Right here, talk to Bruce, Chris, Charlotte, Brad, anybody out there can help you. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. Haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, we need to have them in again.
Yeah.
It's been a little while. I can tell you want to know the difference, Roller Funeral Home, just go over there and meet one of them. Just sit down and talk to them.
They know
you'll figure out where their heart is.
Yep.
You'll figure out where their passion is. They've got a calling for what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They really do.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring morning prayer each and every day, so let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, once again, I pray for those that are hurting, whether emotional and or physical. Some perhaps have lost a loved one, and others are addicted to medication. Others may have issues with alcohol. Whatever the case may be, these people are hurting. Lord, somehow show these people your love and care. Help us to know who needs help and how we can help them. Most of all, Lord, we need not to be condescending, saying things like, look at this mess you've got you're into. Stuff like that just makes it worse. Lord, my prayer is you heal these people that are hurting, take away their pain, and restore their health. And that's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring morning prayer each and every day. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes.
And now...
I'm dreading this.
Dun, dun, dun. That wasn't too bad. Compared to yesterday, it was flat. Dun, dun, dun.
What Bob say? I've seen tires flatter than that one. Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda's the door for all your real estate needs. Buying, selling, need some property, Arkansas or Missouri. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. The website is retiredtoarkansas.net. And I have a feeling we're going to see a little bit of fog today.
Do you?
I'm guessing. Just a little bit of fog, yeah.
Well, you can't even see Cotter at all.
You can barely.
That's the first time I think fog's completely covered it, where you couldn't even see the top of it.
Go to the wintertime shot so we can see. This is what it's supposed to be. So you see the bridge to the left at the left side of the screen, and the river comes through Cotter, Arkansas. And of course, that's a wintertime shot, so you can see everything with no leaves on the trees and no grass. We go back to regular shot, and we got lots of fog over the White River.
Yesterday, when the fog was down just a little bit, and you could see
see Cotter. Yeah.
It looked. You could see the sky broken out with all the clouds, and it kind of looked like you were in a plane.
Yeah.
Other than those branches sticking out, you don't want to ever see that when you're in a plane. But the rest of it looked good.
Look at these branches.
Why are the branches so close to this plane?
We'll check back on this shot maybe later, see how far the sun has burned off the fog. But the morning live shot of the White River brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda's the door for all your real estate needs. You can call them at 870-405-0793 when you list your home with Bob and Linda. Linda's a professional stager, and they've got all types of awards for all this, and they can set your home for that certain eye appeal, like, ooh, I like that, And so when the time is right, list with the Z-Team.
And time is now. I'm telling you, our market's up. They're selling houses faster than you can.
Well, Bob said he got a call like on July 3rd at 3 o'clock, and by July 4th, the guys were moving in. They sold it, So Bob and Linda Zadora, the award-winning Z-Team. Once again, 870-405-0793, retired to Arkansas.net. They bring you the morning weather each and every day. Right now, we're at 60 degrees in Mountain Home, 58 at Flippin. Harrison checks in at 63, while it's 58 at Yellville, 59 at Salem, 60 at Calico Rock, 59 at Mountain View, Arkansas. Around the region, St. Louis, Missouri at 59, Poplar Bluff, Missouri at 61, West Plains, Missouri 59, same in Branson, Missouri. And 6 degrees difference between here and Watford City, North Dakota, where they have 54 degrees.
They warmed up a little bit. They were in the 40s yesterday.
They were, like 45 yesterday. Not much on the radar, a little bit in north Wisconsin, coming out of northeast Minnesota, a little bit in Iowa, moving east. We have shower activity in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, up in the New England area, and of course that's moving off towards La La Land. Not much going on in Arkansas, Missouri, a little bit on the New Mexico border. We'll hit the Little Rock stop and see what kind of false echoes we can pick up today. They've really got this thing cranked up.
Why do they do that? I know they're trying to pick up some humidity in the air, but it's hard to look at that map and tell you.
Yeah, it looks like it's raining cats and dogs between I-40 and Jonesboro, but actually it's a false echo. It's really, you back up over here and you don't see anything.
Let me get over there. Hold on, I was on the other screen. There we go. Yeah, that you don't see anything. You see a little humidity building up down there at the. But it's just weird that they go to that extreme because it's hard to read the map.
Yep, it sure is. State of Arkansas basically clear. Your Highway 62, 412 east and west, Highway 65 north, south, Little Rock, Branson, 67, 167, Batesville, Poplar Bluff. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, 555 in Arkansas, all clear at this time. St. Louis, Missouri area, I-44 coming into St. Louis. It looks like we're pretty well clear there. A lot of false echoes there. Columbia, I-70 east to St. Louis and on to Vandalia, Effingham, Illinois. No problems there. East St. Louis, Illinois, east on 64 to Mount Vernon. No problems. You see I-24 at I-57. And you see Interstate 55 coming in from the Boot Hill, Missouri.
Now go back to the Arkansas one real quick.
Yep.
Now I'm showing on that east side right there.
Okay, here.
That's quite a bit of rain coming down.
Okay, let me go to iDrive Arkansas real quick and we'll load that in and see. Rain in Arkansas today. Really?
That's what I'm showing. But east of us, it's not going to affect us. But
now see, the weather radar here in iDrive Arkansas is not picking that up.
You turn the weather part on? Yep. Yeah, I've got it.
Weird. Right. Yeah, sure enough. Huh.
And put it in motion.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's just weird. Missouri seemed fine. I'm sorry. Didn't get off track.
Oh, well, let's see southwest Missouri, see what I-44 looks like out of Joplin. Basically the same thing. They're showing got that glob around Springfield. What do you got around Springfield?
Nothing. I got nothing in Missouri.
That's wild. I-70 looks like it's clear from KC to St. Louis. I-44, Tulsa, Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, Rolla. No problems there. That's weird on that radar.
They just turn it up or it picks up all the humidity.
Oh, yeah. Not much in the way of warnings in the Midwest. We have we have some red flag warnings out in the west. Of course, we have the hurricane. I've pulled this up for the hurricane. Projected path, you can see it coming into Florida, central Florida by 2 a.m. on Tuesday. I mean, when you got a bear by the tail, you go where the bear goes. So this could affect southern Georgia, southern Alabama, depending on what track the storm takes. And so Hurricane Doran, I think they're calling it.
What category is it now?
I think a 1 or a 2, could be a 3.
Okay.
I think they're pushing it all the way up to a 3 later on. So, if you're in Florida, beware. Here it comes. Let's see. 7-day forecast, high of 87 today, sunshiny skies Friday, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high of 86, low of 66. Saturday, 20% chance of slight T-storms, they got it down here, is high of 86, low of 66. Sunday, partly cloudy, 86 degrees, and clear on Labor Day, high of 86 degrees. Look, guys, it's pretty good shape for the weekend, yeah. And once again, iDrive Arkansas, I've got that weather radar turned on, and it's not picking it up on iDrive Arkansas, and it's weird. Anyway, a couple of accidents. Pine Bluff, Arkansas, we have this incident type other intersection with State 190 and Highway 65. They've got utility company running new lines, so apparently they've got something blocked. Downtown Little Rock is always a nightmare. On Interstate 30, mile marker 138.3, an accident. And looks like the outside right shoulder on the eastbound lane on I-30, so that must be coming in from Little Rock to North Little Rock. So, boy, that's always a challenge down there. And take a look at Missouri Department of Transportation. Oh, we got a little bit of high water over here in around the Kabul area. See what that is? EE is closed due to flooding. So Route EE in south central Missouri, and that is over around Kabul, Missouri, which is about 20 some odd miles north. How far is Kabul from West Plains? About 75 miles from here, so about 25 miles north of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got some flooding here, and right here on that's weird. I'm keep enhancing the map, so I don't guess I'll go there. Anyway, before you travel, check iDrive Arkansas, Missouri Department of Transportation. On iDrive Arkansas, you can check all of your border states, and so be sure to check it before you travel. Did I refresh that? It's showing what it had yesterday. Let's see if it changes. Yep, 10 point. Wow.
Yeah, it's high.
Wow.
Allergies are high.
No wonder my little dog was coughing and hacking all night long. Wow. 10.7 ragweed, chennapods, and nettle. Whew, man.
It must be those chennapods.
Them darn chennapods.
I don't know. My house got a lot of nettle.
Yeah. Anyway, allergy sufferers, beware. Take your meds today. Wow, 10.7 high, ragweed, chennapods, and nettle. Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793. Any chance any fog burned off in Cotter yet?
Nope.
Nope.
It's a beautiful shot, though.
Boy, it is. It is.
That it is.
Zoom that in a little bit, and we said, we're flying over mid-America, you know. Wow. Pretty nice shot. Once again, brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, for all your real estate needs. Community calendar brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Best breakfast, best lunch in town. Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11.
It's Thursday. It's the
is.
twos. Got 2 pancakes, 2 sausage or bacon, 2 eggs for only $5.88. And for lunch, we got one of your favorites.
Open-faced turkey.
Open-faced turkey breast. Comes with 2 sides, roll of cornbread, only $6.88. Great price, great food. Go in and just relax, have a good time. Grab you a slice of pie, a cup of coffee, hang out with neighbors, get to know your friends and everybody that's there, and just have a good time. That's what it's all about.
Have some fun. VFW 5742 at Cotter, the Joe P. Roslin Post 23 Cotter, having bingo on Thursday, which is today, from 12 to 4, and Sunday from 12 to 4. Come get your card. Doors open at 9 a.m. Thursday. It's Brown Bag Day, snacks and drinks available. And that's at the VFW Post in Cotter, Arkansas. Overcomers Recovery and Support Group today from 6 to 7 at C3 Church. Overcomers class meets every Thursday night, 6 p.m. at C3 Church. They're now on Highway 211 North. For more information, 870-405-5315. Hand Cove Volunteer Fire Department Auxiliary Labor Day Garage Sale is from August 30th through September 1st, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Firehouse at Hand Cove Road. Donations accepted at the Firehouse between 10 and 1 on Wednesday and Thursday prior to the sale. For more information, call 870-656-9640 or 488-5828.
Those big muscle guys breaking the ice and everything, is that still
coming up next week over at Eastside Baptist Church, 718 East 9th Street? Breaking the Barriers, free admission, Faith Force, the most radical program of ultimate intensity. They break ice, bend bars. I mean, you know, hope the insurance paid up. They may knock the walls down. I don't know. Come on out. Everybody's invited September 4th through the 8th, 7 p.m. nightly with free admission. Eastside Baptist Church right there on 9th Street in Mountain Home. Scooter?
We got football tonight.
Yep.
8th and 9th grade will be playing at the Bomber Stadium against Batesville. They're going to be doing some scrimmages, so I know they're going to do some second-string games as well as the starters doing a game, and so they're kind of mixing it up and getting everybody plenty of play time. So it should be good to watch. 8th grade starts at 5:30, and then 9th grade will follow right after. So if you don't have anything to do, go support the Bombers.
Sounds
right
good.
Here at Bomber Stadium.
All right, 7:15, time for a break. Be right back.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn and Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn and Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Why would I recommend Hospice the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do. And they also send me a report after all the work is done, so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
$7:20. We want to welcome Greg and Justin here from Hospice of the Ozarks. Gentlemen, welcome. Good to have y'all here.
Good morning.
So
Thank
what's
you for
going
having
on?
us.
Well, it's good to have y'all. Good to see you. So,
well, probably one of the latest things that's happening for us is we just moved into a brand new building.
There you go.
Amen.
At 811 Burnett Drive, just down the hill from where we used to be.
You got some elbow room now, guys?
Oh my goodness. In fact, one of the first things we heard from the team this last week, because we've been there in the building for 1 week, they said, wow, I miss the closeness that we once had.
Oh.
It's like, really? Well, because we were on top of each other. You couldn't go down the hallway without hello and see 4 people. And now you actually purposely have to walk down a hallway to go see somebody.
Really?
Because we actually got some space now.
That helps.
The home program team space tripled from what we had before. And then we added another layer downstairs on the first floor. And we have the warehouse now for the medical equipment for the first time ever. So we've been able to combine all of our 3 storage places into one building now.
That's
so
awesome.
We're so excited.
Wow.
But we still have construction workers with us and painters. We actually moved in, we were told, a little early.
Oh, no.
When'd you move in? What did you move in, Dave?
You just couldn't wait, could you?
Well, the contractor and the architect thought, okay, you guys can be in there by August the 17th. Well, so that's when we planned, and we put 50 people together to move us on that Saturday, August the 17th, and sure enough, they were about 2 to 3 weeks behind.
Uh-oh.
But they didn't want to stop us because we were so excited, and we already had all the momentum going with with 50 people. So they let us move in, and so now we just work around them. But they're so gracious and so kind, and just putting the final touches to the building.
Well, Justin, how you like it?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I feel like it's a wonderful opportunity for just real life. I get the wonderful opportunity to care for the spiritual care of patients and you know, in that last stage of life on this side of Heaven's Shore, and it's just a wonderful honor. You know, a lot of question marks and a lot of things that people go through in that stage, and it's just nice to have somebody to just sit by and say, here's where you're headed. And
you're a good listener. You know, we've worked together over the last year and listen well and project well, and I can see, you know, I just know the man, you know, and just how you can help. It's funny. Justin Coley says, "Can you help me get spark plugs in the minivan? Because he's got one like mine." And I said, "You need to go see Greg over at so and so."
Exactly. And then not long after that, we connected, and sure enough, he was the one.
It was a God thing, and it was just really awesome.
Over 6 spark plugs.
Over 6 spark plugs.
But you've been a part of bringing him to Hospice of the Ozarks, so that's really cool. Isn't that cool?
You know, I think everybody's happy.
Yeah.
And I know what Justin can do. You know, we worked together. It was funny. He needed help doing sound at one of the churches, and so I stopped by, and I was there 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Learning it quickly.
Sure. Oh my word. Yeah, that is fast school.
Yeah, I was about 10 or 12 minutes before the service. Boy, I can sure use some of that. So real quick. Okay, there it is. Good luck. We did it for like 4 months.
It was awesome.
But
became good friends in that process.
You bet. And I can, you know, Justin's got a caring spirit, you know, and I guarantee every patient there is under good care, both with you and Justin. So, you know, it's a good match.
It's a good fit, absolutely.
And we have a whole lot of staff. I don't know the number of staff, but we got a lot of staff, and our staff, they all have that heartbeat, and it's
really,
just, oh yeah, every one of them. And I just watch them navigate, you know, and one might have a heavier load than the other, and you know, on one particular day or the other, but the nurses just they work their tails off. I mean, because they care about their patients so much. This is not jobs to them. I mean, it's a calling.
That's right.
It has to be.
It's really awesome.
It has to be.
It's so far different from a lot of regular jobs that I've been in the church world for so long, and for me to come out of the church world to help and serve in this capacity, I thought would be a culture shock a little bit, but it hasn't been. It's been really awesome.
So let's go back and let's look, because as a pastor, you got to deal with, pardon my French, all kinds of crap.
Politics.
Absolutely.
I mean, you got to deal with all kinds, and it's in the church, folks. I don't care what signs out front. You put up with crap.
That's right.
It may be that
because it's broken humanity in the midst of all of this stuff.
I had a pastor one time said that he got ripped up one side and down the other because one lady took her child to the hospital and went to ER over an ingrown toenail, and the pastor didn't show up.
Yeah.
It's like, he doesn't have a crystal ball right there knowing your little boy has an ingrown toenail,
Right.
But it's what you put up with.
Yeah.
And then you try to preach and reach these people, whether you've got 30 or 3,000 in the congregation.
Right.
But now it's a one-on-one.
Yeah. And I find it's really awesome. And plus I get to work with the fellow clergy in the community.
Really?
Because a lot of times the folks, they come in and they might already be associated with a Assembly of God or Presbyterian or the Catholic Church or Baptist Church. And so I get to build loving relationships with these pastors that are already shepherds, and so I just build the bridge and let them know, hey, I've got your member here, and or Tad up at First Baptist, and Tad, I got one of your sheep up here, hey, check, and pastors are like, well, thank you, this is wonderful, because most of the time I don't get told or communicated with, and so it really is a great service. And then of course we have the staff, and we care for them too, and it's just a wonderful family.
So Greg, let me think real quick how to ask this question. You know what's going to happen with the patients, but you don't know exactly when.
That's right.
So you build this relationship and become friends, I'm sure, with a lot of them.
Sure do.
So you've got the emotional, the spiritual, the physical, you've got 3 different emotions here and maybe more.
That's right.
But you still have to be professional.
That's right.
That's what it is. It's finding the balance, recognizing that when we're with that individual or that patient and their family, it's all about them. But maybe 4 hours from now, I got to do that again with the next family. And I think because we are wired to be okay with the intensity and the sickness, the disease, the grief, the struggle, the joys that are also in the midst, and the good moments that are also in the midst of all of that struggle, we can go from family to family and to patient and be all that we can be for them,
but
because we feel comfortable with it.
Your people are human and may be suffering within themselves that perhaps you or Justin, pastor, didn't know about. So how do you set your own emotions aside to help deal with the emotions and the physical duress of somebody else? It takes a calling.
Well, and that's where I take a lot of the staff through debriefings to help them, and we help each other, and we have social workers on staff as well that have their specific role that help with us. We have a bereavement coordinator, Miss Charlotte, and her number one job is not only the bereavement and the aftermath with all the patients, but also the bereavement process with all the staff. So she helps me with that. So it's pretty awesome.
We've had a lot of loss with the staff families. The families of our staff have had a lot of loss in the last year, and
like that suicide yesterday or a couple days ago in a community, affected our staff. In relationships.
He was a good friend.
Yeah.
Both me and Scooter know him well.
And you and I have talked about Baxter County being the number one county in the state.
And it's still hanging on, Justin. It's sad.
It's wrong.
And what do we do? I mean, I feel, in fact, I bring this up. We did a special for XL7 TV called Addictions, Bullying, and Suicide, based on 2 young people that had committed suicide back in 2018. We're losing people. We're losing friends. I mean, make no bones about it. Kevin Cutter was a good friend to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And he'll be missed.
Absolutely.
But there's a lot of people hurting.
But a lot of it is coming alongside these families, and especially in that last leg of the game on this side of heaven. we have social workers that helps them with their funeral planning with Roller or Kirby or the other various funeral homes in town that they and those things are sometimes hard to deal with, and they help them to navigate that and help them to prepare and plan. And so then they can focus on those precious memories. They can focus on spending quality time with their loved ones and their friends.
Wow. And Dale, we've entertained the idea of, because of this horrible suicide rate in our area of the state, Hospice of the Ozarks is thinking about, we may need to start a support group for these survivors as well. We need to attack what is causing folks to take their life, and we need to go that direction. But also there is a lot of folks that now are living in grief, and it's extremely complicated. Suicide grief has a whole different flavor, touch to it than natural death grief.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And we have had folks walk off the street, many of them, I could say 20 to 30 of them in the last year, that have shown up at our bereavement coordinator, Charlotte's office, and says, I don't even know how to get through today, but I hear you guys can talk and you can listen. And do you have any thoughts on what I can do today? And these are folks that are just word of mouth, and they're hurting bad. Your prayer this morning was right on, because we've got to keep praying for the men and women and the children that are hurting so bad, and they keep putting a smile in front of us, but deep inside there's something going on and they're troubled.
How do we break that barrier? I mean, let's go back to when we moved over here, 2017. So I guess it was August of 17.
Okay.
Kevin Moore at First Baptist at the time was doing a seminar on first responders for suicide prevention and veterans. And it was such an important topic. We went to Channel 3 with this. Steve Grant welcomed him with open arms. And at that time, we're still the highest suicide rate in both veterans and civilians. And now we're at 19. We're still hanging on to that. This is not good.
No, it isn't. We got to find a way to educate and encourage and get this message out, and be safe to talk about it. Not everybody's safe to talk about this stuff.
Some of our small groups that we have, in our after program and such, is a great entry point, for discussion, and as well as relationship, companionship, and education, because oftentimes people just insulate and isolate, and that's just, and then we don't pay attention to all the warning signs, and it just, one thing leads to another, So we've got to be proactive in communicating in love and leaving the 99 and going after the one.
There you go after one. Yep. 7:32, time for a quick break. Be right back. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Sure, all mowers cut grass, but only a Ferris mower with suspension technology can provide you with increased productivity, quality of cut, durability, and comfort. The caster wheels and cutting deck are connected to the frame beneath the suspension. This lets the deck follow the wheels as they move up and down in relation to the ground contours. Maintaining the distance between the deck and the ground results in a beautiful, consistent cut. Visit your local Ferris dealer to experience the difference suspension makes.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, and we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z-Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z-Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. Oh, there she is. Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox, safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. Four-wheel suspension, handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work and deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
When you need dirt.
7:36. Greg and Justin here from Hospice of the Ozarks, and it's kind of a dark subject, but we really need to open up this proverbial can of worms. We're losing precious people.
Yeah, we are.
You know, and so whether it's from Hospice of the Ozarks or from some idea out of one of the churches, or who knows who can come up with an idea. I mean, how do you identify a hurting person? I have no idea.
I think it takes relationship. And I think that you develop a strong strategy of building those relationships. For us at Hospice, even the short amount of time, we work real hard on developing those relationships, even though they're small. They're small in time frame, whether it be one day or whether it be 2 years.
But those relationships, Justin, I remember as a kid, we'd go over to my grandparents' house. We only lived 2 or 3 miles apart. This is in southern Illinois. Nice little farm community in its day. We may be sitting out in the front yard, the front porch, the backyard had a beautiful backyard, lots of shade, lawn chairs, nice weather. The neighbors would come over and join us and it was just fun. Well, hey, get you a plate, get you a hamburger, get you one of those pork steaks. Come on. It was just fun. But nowadays it's all social media, and a lot of people would not say to your face what they put on Facebook.
There's a big joke about that what you see on Facebook probably isn't what's happening in real life, because we can put this persona in front of everyone in social media and at the same time and put this great picture of how Greg and Jenny look so cute and happy, and we could have just had the worst fight ever, but no one will know that through social media.
It's a false persona.
It's a false persona sometimes. Sometimes folks are truthful, but it's also an avenue that we can present ourselves in a different, unique way. And it's not real, just like what you were talking about when you were the boy and growing up, where you could actually have a connection, this human connection with relationship, and really know what's going on.
Greg, when we were kids, during the summer break from school, we were up by 7:15. I mean, we could have slept all day long. Oh, we were outside. We had buddies all over, and I'm friends with them on Facebook, most of them that I grew up with in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we look back on the fun times we had. There was no cell phones or no Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, they've got,
all of it.
We were outside either riding bikes, playing ball, or doing something, climbing trees. We had all kinds of fun.
But you trace everything from the physical, medical, obesity, to all the way to the mental health, to the spiritual. You trace all those areas, and you'll see the deficiencies in those areas, and it all comes back to, not saying the only, but one of the factors is our disconnectivity. I mean, we just aren't connected anymore like we used to be.
Well, and we've talked about this with some other administration, like in the schools, especially young girls, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so the Victoria's Secret catalog comes to the house. Oh, I wish I was as pretty as her. I'm never going to be as pretty as her. It happens, guys. We,
Yes, it
you know,
does.
we can't pull the wool over our eyes and say it's not.
Right.
But they don't understand that the pictures could be airbrushed. It may be another false persona.
It's all Photoshop.
You know,
All
or Photoshop.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you know, you never know. And you know, you got all the checkout aisles with all the stuff out there. You know, it's just. In my day, it was Archie and Jughead comics. You had Captain Marvel and Spider-Man comics where you can buy for 15 cents. And now it's all, you know, which celebrity is sleeping with the other one, you know.
Right. And all those impact our human psyche. They impact the way we think and perceive and behave. And we just, I think we always compare ourselves to everybody else. We're not supposed to. It's not
How's
healthy.
that? Yeah.
We compare ourselves, you know, are
You
the
mean
Joneses
I'm not
and the
as ugly
Smiths.
as Scooter?
Exactly, or you know, we just do. It's a human.
I don't know which mirror you're looking into.
Woke him up, didn't I? His microphone came
Good to see you back, man.
He's back.
That's awesome. But we do. It's a dangerous thing to compare ourselves against each other. We really need to look at ourselves as this is who I am. I'm okay with that, and then be okay with each other at some level, with our differences and
Well,
uniqueness.
see, now Scooter's got a talent. He teaches young people how to wrestle,
Yep.
which is a very good character trait building. His son
Yeah.
went from like a 12-year-old kid hiding behind his dad's leg like, who, me?
Yeah.
To where he could flip me halfway across the room 4 times now with a 4 or 5-time All-American now in the last 4 to 5 years.
He's a 4-time All-American.
4-time All-American.
Remarkable. Confidence also
There- yeah,
happens.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Not
what
just the
his-
physical
yeah.
strength and the skill, but something happens up in here too. That now,
And then with
now
him
look
and
at
Bob working, what's it, OFA?
OFA football, Ozark Football Association, yeah.
And so you teach the basics in the early years and then just keep building on that. So when they get to the junior high level, so there's another character. They work the wrestling and the football.
Yeah.
It's a little different when you're dealing with youth. It takes a special person. You're not just teaching a sport.
But I can't do what you do.
Well, you never know until you try. But you're not just teaching a sport. The sport is a small part of what you're doing. You're affecting that kid's life. You're teaching them self-esteem, self-confidence. When it's all said and done, whether they're good at the sport or not good at the sport, doesn't really matter. If they're strong enough to stand on their own 2 feet and be able to say no when they need to say no, you've achieved something.
Job well done.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
and the rest of it's just
So
kind of
that's why
a
these programs are so
byproduct.
important in
They are.
lives, yeah.
They are.
And I guarantee you, most of these folks that are like at hospice and such have already been through this journey in a lot of facets, and so they're just a few steps ahead and leading people successfully and coaching them through, you know, whether it be fear of dying, whether it be about what's on the other side. For me, it's on the spiritual side. You know, people ask me all the time, tell me about heaven. Tell me about, you know, what's next, you know.
Yeah.
And I get the honor to help prepare them, you know, type of thing. But there's all kinds of aspects, you know, to that. And I feel like, you know, with all of our staff, we've lost loved ones, we've lost children, we've lost, you know, friends and loved ones and such. And so that's prepared us for such a time as this, you know. And I think if everybody picked up that, you know, teaching mantle, if you will, and said, you know what, life is more than football. Life's more than wrestling. Life's more than career of this, that, or the other.
The radio, like I do now. That was my escape when Mom was so sick.
But God uses that tool
Just
and
go
that
to
gift and that skill set, and you're just like you and me and Greg. We're all like those individual snowflakes, all created uniquely in a different way. And God uses all that to merge together in a beautiful tapestry. You know.
You know, it's you know, you say this, you know. Tommy Land was here, the land commissioner. We had pictures, Scooter and I and some others had pictures made by the old radio over here. And Tommy made comment. He says, you're going to get a lot of friend requests because every time I post something on one of these old radios, he shares it too. And I had no idea. But, you know, that may be an inspiration to somebody else. For me, that was when Mom was so sick for the last 3 years. It was just kind of an escape. I was still at home taking care of her.
Yeah.
And if I had to drop on doing is unplug the soldering iron and go in and take care of her, you know.
Yeah, and there's a lot of misconceptions. I know Elaine's not here she's our great educator, but a lot of misconceptions about hospice. People think, well, you got to be on the verge of death to experience the hospice experience. But Greg can elaborate. But it's it's much more than that.
We can make such a stronger presence and powerful influence if we can be there earlier in the journey. We still have folks that reach out to us in the final days or hours, and that's okay, and we'll be there, and we'll be there till whatever goes on and happens. But man, if we could have been there 4 months, 6 months before, we can help that family actually approach this thing differently than if they had been there struggling by themselves, as well as the patient having a relationship with the family. There may need to be bridges that's going to need to be built to make a more peaceful dying experience. I've watched individuals die miserably, and I've watched them die in such a state of peaceful contentment. And there are two different ways to go out of this world. Mm-hmm. And the hope for hospice is that we can try to get everyone to a place before this happens that this can be a peaceful experience, even though it's one of the most hurtful things emotionally and spiritually for us, because we're saying goodbye to someone that's very, very important to us. But we're trying to find what we use in the hospice community, a good death, a peaceful death, so that the family can survive in the grief journey without a lot of complications in their grief.
Yeah.
When we live with a lot of regret in our grief, that gets pretty complicated.
Say it again.
If we have a lot of regret in the midst of our grief, that complicates our grief journey as well. Huh. Because I can't get past the regret. I wish.
Yeah.
And that just keeps complicating this grief experience until I deal with that. And so if we can help with those regrets before.
Well, I think back when Mom passed away on November 2nd of last year. I was still helping Justin at one of the churches. And I got the call. Mom had passed at 5:46 a.m. So it was like 4 or 5 minutes later, I get the phone call.
Okay.
So now we're looking at 10 before 6, 5 before 6. I'm getting ready to get in the shower because I got to be here at 6:30.
Okay.
You can't get somebody else here between 6 and 6:30 to do the show.
Okay.
Knowing Mom was at peace and she was fine, I came in here and did a live TV show in the back of my mind, knowing that Mom had just died 70 minutes prior to going live.
My word. I did not know you were doing it like that.
Yeah, I did it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, how did you do that? How did you walk
I
through
look
that?
back, Greg, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I had Dr. Jake Long on from the school. It was a Friday.
Okay.
He's always here on the first Friday.
Okay.
And I knew Mom was fine. We've got our faith, but yet she died at 5:46 a.m. I get the call about 5:55, 5:54, something like that. Well, I can't be there. I mean, everything is handled,
Yeah.
There was nothing I could do. I knew she was fine. She was out of her pain. She was in peace. I came in, I did what I had to do, and then once I was done here and left, it was the hardest thing I ever did.
Absolutely.
And I told Scooter, I said, here's what happened. Mom died 45 minutes ago. Let's keep it happy, funny, blah, blah, blah. We did the show. We went home, and everything was fine.
There you go.
And with that, we need to take a break. 7:48.
Be right back.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
Are you ready for some football?
Hometown TV is back with live football and the game of the week. Friday night, area high school football with announcer Bob Rechtenwald, bringing you the best in play-by-play. Visit hometowntv.net for schedule and show times. Plus, watch instant replay live from your mobile device, whether at the game or not, right here on K26 and XL7.
I've had back problems since about 98, and all the doctors want to do is put me on medicine. And I started coming here, and he started adjusting me. I can get up and walk a lot better. I don't have near as much pain. And the laser treatment he did on my neck and back, It helped my pain in my neck probably 75–80%. I'd recommend that for anybody that's got any kind of pain. It does wonders.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
$7.50. Greg, tell us about that right there.
Sure. On Wednesday, September the 11th, at 11:30 in the morning, Hospice of the Ozarks is hosting its annual Celebration of Life and Butterfly Release. This is our first year to provide a butterfly release at the end of our luncheon and our speaker, which will be actually at the First United Methodist Church here in Mountain Home. And we'll meet at 11:30, and we'll have lunch together, and then we have a special speaker that's going to speak about 15-20 minutes to the audience. Her name is Donna White. She is a current volunteer and has been for hospice for several years, but she's also going to speak to us about the loss of her mom and her son as well, and tell us how she has walked through that journey for herself, to encourage all of us who have had loss that it is possible, and how she did it. Maybe we can find ways to do it as well. And then when we're done with that, we're all going to step outside and we're going to release individual monarch butterflies out on the lawn of First United Methodist Church. We have 156 butterflies ordered. They will actually arrive the day before. They come in a box and packed ice, which hibernates them. And then the morning of September the 11th, we will warm them up, and then they'll be ready to take flight when we go to release them around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And each of the participants that show up and are there are able to release butterflies in honor and memory of their loved ones. And we're very excited. In years past, we've had a balloon release, but we tried to be as environmentally friendly as possible, even with the balloons and the string. But we're so excited to try the butterfly release now.
Because that's all natural.
It's natural. It's a beautiful representative. Actually, the butterfly is part of the National Hospice Organization logo. It reflects from caterpillar to butterfly our birth to our death, and the dying process, and the journey of life.
The rebirth, the transformation.
The rebirth. Yep. So that's all connected to the butterfly. So we're very excited to have this, and this is open to the community. All of the individuals that are connected to Hospice of the Ozarks as patients this last year will receive an invitation, and already have probably just received their invitation. But we open this up to the community because we have a lot of folks out there that are hurting and grieving that have never been touched by Hospice of the Ozarks before, but they have now started talking to our social workers, our bereavement coordinator, and Justin as well, starting to spend time, that just want to talk this out and talk about their grief, and how do I move forward a little bit, and is this natural, is this normal, are these feelings right, all those kinds of things that we struggle with. And so all of these individuals throughout our area are going to be invited to come and participate in. And it's at no cost. It's a free meal. It costs about $10 per plate to do this, but this is our gift back to the community. And we have usually around 150 people show up for this event. And we're very excited to have everyone come. And it's going to have a red, white, and blue theme, since it's on the anniversary of September the 11th of 2001 as well. So we have some nice veteran and patriotic things planned for that hour and a half as well. So we hope everyone can come that would like to come.
Justin?
Yes, sir.
You got a big smile. You're loving every minute of this.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. I mean,
have you had a chance to play piano for anybody?
I have.
Yes, he has.
I have. And matter of fact, we're in the talks about doing some music therapy for the hospice program.
Oh, man.
We're so excited to get to that point.
Yeah. So any musicians out there, please keep our number handy because
Scooter plays the trumpet.
No.
Every day for the weather.
Nobody
The old
wants anything to do with that.
I get it.
How about get him a kazoo?
I love it.
But yeah, music's healing, and we are looking to possibly get a piano for the family room, fill the halls with music,
At the hospice house.
At the
You can
hospice
get a baby
house.
grand or a full grand, or
We're hoping for a baby grand.
Yeah.
there you go. That'd be nice. Oh, that'd be so nice.
Yeah.
We think it'll attract a lot more musicians to come
Yeah.
and spend time in that building and just let the music flow through that building. There's something about live music that
Sure.
settles down the spirit.
Yeah.
So
Hey, he's got a repertoire bigger than anybody I've ever heard.
Absolutely.
Like, it's like, how many CDs? What, 10 or
10,
12
yeah.
albums you've put out?
10.
I regularly play his CDs in my office
Do you?
as background
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Very talented.
And we're going to do a special CD for hospice, and
Good.
that's just a very therapeutic, piece for them that they get to navigate with.
We want to give them to every patient and their family. That's kind
cool.
of thing that we want to create, that kind
Yeah.
of environment.
And because of our journeys, I had a friend in Nashville, and so it just was a natural fit and production and such. So it works.
Wow. You recorded already for the hospital?
Oh yeah, we already did all that. So it's a special CD put together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you go to Nashville to do it?
Some of it I did, and
Did-
some of it I did.
What studio were you at in Nashville?
You had to ask me. And then
was
I was
it downtown on Chet Atkins Boulevard?
No. It was in Brentwood.
Oh, in Brentwood. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, some studios are out there.
And then I did it at ORU in Tulsa.
Oh yeah.
So I did a lot of it there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, it's a real honor. And the building's pretty awesome. Of course, we have the hospice house facility, up on the hill just behind it. So it's a a lot of people don't realize this gym in our community. They really don't.
Huh.
But it's a great great outreach, and a lot of people don't need to try to care for their loved ones all by themselves.
That's right. We can help.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people, like you said, don't realize what's right here and what an asset that is. And I know we talk about the patient being at peace of mind, which has got to be your number one thing to give you release, is knowing that they're at peace leaving.
Yeah.
But for what you guys do for the rest of the family is what's amazing. I've been involved with it through you guys, and right up front, we're told the steps that your loved one's going to go through. These are the steps they're going to go through. This is what they're going to do. This is what we're doing to help them through. This is, and it's such a difference knowing it up front and being prepared for every step that they're going through. Yeah, it's amazing for what you do outside of just the patient, but for the family and everybody, all the loved ones that's there.
It's one of the things I love the most is it's what we were talking about earlier about the human connection and relationships and things. Yeah. Hospice is about that whole circle.
Yeah.
It isn't just about the one individual that's going through this dying experience or a serious illness. It's all the folks that circle around them.
Yep.
Because we are that connected as people, and we need to honor all of that and respect it and treat all of that.
And what people don't forget too is that we have a wonderful doctor, Dr. Smith, and he is very specialized in pain management. And a lot of people are afraid of suffering and hurting, in this process. And research, as well as the technology and everything, is all led to that you can be comfortable and you don't have to suffer, and it can be very peaceful, and you can experience those precious memories. And we do a veteran ceremony as well with all our veterans.
Oh wow!
And
there you go.
We do.
Good.
And we had a gentleman recently. I won't mention his name. But we had a gentleman lately, and he had, for many days, had kind of, days he wasn't quite cognitive, but we all prayed, and he had a very excellent day, and we just picked the right day. God knew exactly the day, and the whole family showed up, all the staff showed up, and we honored him, and our veteran volunteers, showed up to pin and honor him, and it just was really awesome.
They're remarkable.
Real quickly, about 40 seconds, I was sitting there thinking, we need to grab a camera between now and Christmas. We'll get ready for our Christmas stuff coming up. Want to feature you on piano on some Christmas pieces.
We'd love it.
That'd be perfect.
We'll make those arrangements sometime in October, November.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
love it.
So, final thoughts, about 30 seconds.
Greg.
we just appreciate you allowing us to have the opportunity to come and share. It means the world to us that you guys provide that opportunity for us. We know this topic isn't the easiest topic for anyone, but it's a real human condition topic, and we're okay to talk about it and want to support and be there for each other. And so thank you so much for the honor to let us be here.
Justin, good to see you again, my friend.
Good to see you, sir.
Yep. So, Scooter, I think it's time to go home.
It is.
Yep.
See you tomorrow. Well, it's time for you to go home.
We're just getting started, Scooter. Crank up the coffee.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.